Hello, welcome back. I would like to introduce a controversial topic: why the American Express Platinum card is not a travel card. Yes, the American Express Platinum card is not a travel card, and I do travel a lot. I travel domestically in the US, and I also travel internationally overseas, particularly in East Asia. And I've actually had the American Express Platinum card for 1 year before I canceled it. Why? Because the American Express Platinum card is not a travel card in my opinion. It may be in your opinion, however, my opinion is not a travel card, and I will explain why. This is a very controversial topic because many people have said the American Express Platinum card is a very good travel card, if not the best travel card, and it's well worth the $695 annual fee. For example, Luke from Luke Points and Miles have said, it's a big daddy of travel credit cards before. I do believe that is a direct quote. I may be a little bit incorrect. Because he travels, most of his travels, I believe, are domestic travels, however. But he likes it. He says it's a big daddy of travel credit cards, and he gives multiple reasons why he maintains his American Express Platinum credit card. I do believe he has canceled one of them before, but he has multiple of them. Alternatively, we have David here. And David has said in this particular video, the American Express Platinum card is one of the best travel cards that you can have. However, from my experience, I definitely disagree. I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, and I believe that's a much better travel credit card. Let me explain why. First of all, two reasons are given by most YouTubers of why the American Express Platinum card is a travel card. Number one, FHR. Two, lounge access. And I will debate both topics. FHR, let's go on that one first. Fine hotels and resorts. Anthony Venture here has used the Mastercard Luxury Hotel program. And he has said in this particular video, it is better than American Express or equal to the American Express Platinum card via the FHR program. And it is for free if you own or have a particular kind of Mastercard credit card without having a Platinum card and a $695 annual fee. You get the same perks as FHR Hotel, free $100 credit, free late night checkout, and so on. And you don't have to pay the fee. So why do you have to pay the fee? Kind of weird, because FHR. That's the one main reason. Two, lounge access. Take a look at the lounge access from around the world, particularly the American Express Platinum lounge access, or the Centurion lounges. All of these are blue. If you pay attention, if you go inside the US, there are lots of Centurion lounges in the US. Those are in blue. Don't pay attention to the gray ones. The gray ones are the escape lounges. However, once you travel overseas, where the big travel is, where actually, I would say actual traveling is, how many do you see? Oh, only two in South America, none in Africa, maybe two in India, one in East Asia, and particularly in Hong Kong, two in Australia, none in Europe, none in Russia, and only two in Europe. Maybe England and Finland or Sweden maybe. See, once you travel internationally, what happens to your lounge access in Centurion Lounge? It's basically nothing. So the American Express Platinum lounges or Centurion lounges, as a benefit for holding the American Express Platinum card, is kind of nonsense. If you travel domestically within the US, then it kind of makes sense. However, once you actually do real traveling, international traveling, then it's nonsense. Take a look at this. Take a look at this, the next slide. How many lounges are there in the world? Priority Pass, 1,500 locations worldwide, 125 in the US. And Centurion lounges, 15 in the US, 11 overseas. How often would you find a Centurion lounge overseas? If I fly to Asia, particularly East Asia, how many Centurion lounges will I find? Just one in Hong Kong. By the way, Chase also has a Chase lounge in Hong Kong too. They're competing. So why would I visit? What are the chances of me finding an American Express Platinum Lounge overseas? Basically none. However, I will find lots of Priority Pass lounges overseas. There's one in Hong Kong. There's one in Taipei. There's one in Macau. There's maybe 2 in Japan I've been to, in Tokyo. So the chances of seeing a Priority Pass is much more than Centurion Lounge. And you can get Priority Pass access via a Capital One Venture X, even the normal Capital One Venture card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, or any other number of credit cards. You don't have to have the American Express credit card. Additionally, what is traveling? Traveling can be divided into 2 different parts. There's domestic travel within the US, and there's international travel outside of the US. Now let's just assume your American Express Platinum card can be used overseas, and that's a big if, because American Express Platinum card or any American Express credit card is often not accepted overseas. However, for the sake of talking today, let's assume it is accepted overseas. What is traveling? First of all, you need to book your flights. Where to book your flights? For example, here's your airplane. You're going to book flights from the US overseas, internationally. Let's say from US to Taipei, Taiwan. You might fly China Airlines, EVA Airlines, or so on like that. Here you go. Okay, what else must you do? Well, of course, you must take some type of local transportation. And maybe a bullet train in Japan, such as the Shinkansen. And maybe a bus in Hong Kong, the double-decker bus in Hong Kong, or maybe something similar in England. Or maybe eating something, such as drinking boba in Taiwan, boba tea. Or it may be checking inside a hotel. Picture this as being this hotel. This AirPods case is not a hotel, obviously, but pretend this is a hotel. And lastly, you may want to visit some type of local entertainment, such as the zoo. This is an owl. So let's say you visit a zoo, such as the Singapore Zoo, overseas. So you have airplane, transportation, food, hotel, and entertainment. What can an American Express Platinum card get you? Well, 5x on the airplane, 1x on transportation, 1x on this type of transportation, 1x on your drinks, and 1x on your zoo expedition. What about hotels? I guess depends on how you book it, but maybe 5x and maybe 1x. So you can see that even if the American Express Platinum card is accepted overseas, you're only going to earn 1x on your points. But people have said, oh, the American Express is a benefit card, not necessarily a travel card. Sure, I admit that. Then just say it's a travel card. Then just say it is a benefit card and not a travel card, because it's definitely not a travel card. Travel is not just limited to the US. Travel is international travel and domestic travel. And the world is a lot bigger than the US in terms of population, in terms of land area, in terms of everything. And once you do travel overseas internationally, you must carry a Visa card, you must carry a Mastercard, or even the Discover card, because Discover card, particularly in Asia, such as Taiwan and Japan, will have you a lot more access than just American Express Platinum card. And that is why the American Express Platinum card is not a travel credit card, especially not for FHR and not for lounge access. Thank you. Bye.